guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look right here. I was super inspired by the eyeliner. It's an eyeliner that we sell here at Inglot, or here at Inglot as if we're here currently at the moment, but it's an eyeliner. It's one of the AMC gel liners that we sell at Inglot, and ever since I started working there, it's been my favorite. So bit the bullet, bought it, and it's literally my obsession. So if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching and let's do this. It has been so much fun already. So the guys came into our apartment to fix some stuff, and then I couldn't find my memory card, and then my computer decided to reset itself mid-filming. So I picked this guy up. This is the Cover FX Blemish Treatment Primer. I don't know what it's gonna do. I was reading reviews online and it said that this stuff kind of just lets the blemishes and whatever problematic spots on your face breathe under the makeup that you put on it. Yesterday I tried putting it under like all of my skin, and I think that this is how that came, because like I put it on skin that didn't need it, I guess. So I'm only putting it on this area right here, and then I'm not going to do anything else to it. Next, I'm going to take my Smashbox Photofinish Foundation Hydrating Primer, and I'm just going to put this all over my face because I'm dry and unfortunate. Next, I'm just going to color correct just a little bit. So I'm going to take my NYX Color Correcting Concealer palette, and I'm going to take the green shade and just put them over the blemish areas. It looks hella intense, but then it neutralizes out, so it's good, it's good. Next, I'm going to go into my Loreal True Match Foundation in the shade W4. I need to go buy a pump for this because I hate this packaging. This foundation is amazing. The packaging is the worst thing ever. Then I'm going to drop a couple of drops of Duraline inside. Duraline just makes everything waterproof and stay a lot longer, and I find that this actually helps this foundation out a little bit. Even though it is pretty long lasting on its own, it just helps it even more. I'm just gonna mix this around. I'm just gonna start dotting this all over my face. Over the concealer, over the green concealer around my face. And then I'm just gonna take my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush, start working that on and blending everything together. I'm gonna go in with a bit of concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20. I'm running so low right now, it's so sad. I'm gonna put this in all of the regular highlighting areas. And then with the same brush, I'm just gonna blend everything out. I'm just gonna take some Matte Fix Plus, spray my beauty blender with it. Also, I feel like the thing that is the biggest waste of money is Fix Plus. I don't like using it on my face as a setting spray or as a hydrating spray or any sort of thing like that, but when I'm too lazy to wet my beauty blender, however, it comes in handy. So would I ever repurchase it? Absolutely fucking not. And I'm actually kind of upset that I bought the big one instead of the small mini one, because they were having like sample sizes of it for a really long time, and I was like, no, whatever, I'll get lots of use out of this. So I bought the big one, and I've literally used it for my face like once. So next, to prep my eyelids for eyeshadow, I'm going to take my Inglot liner in number 68 and just the very tip of that beauty blender, dab it in, kind of like not have so much product on the actual beauty blender on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to start putting this all over the lids. So now that that's on, I'm just going to let that dry a little bit, and I actually just got this in the mail. This is the Sigma F89 Bake Kabuki brush, and this is part of their like strobing and baking collection. So it's pretty much just like an angled kabuki, but it's super tiny, so I could get right under your eyes. But thank you to Sigma for sending me that. Then I'm gonna take some of my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm just gonna start setting. Hopefully this works. I don't know if this is actually gonna work. Actually, I feel like I'm using this wrong. So I lied. I think I'm supposed to use this with like a loose powder. So I'm gonna dip it into my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I think I'm using this right. I don't know. Plates. It sets that powder in there. Okay, I think that makes more sense. Totally cracked the side of this, so it literally goes everywhere. So I try not to use it nearly as much as I used to. That's just the reality of my life. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm just going to set everything. So now I'm going to go do my eyebrows and make myself look like a tiny bit less of a crazy person, and I'll be right back. Because I have complete YouTuber block, I'm going to switch to my Juvia's palette Juvia's Place Nubian palette. And I'm going to take this like a yellow mustard shade, and I'm just going to start working this just over. Next, I'm going to go in with a Sigma Blending E35 brush and just the shade right beside it. And I'm just going to start deepening out the crease area just a bit more. I'm going to go back in with that first yellow mustard color and just re-emphasize that outer bit, just so that there are no harsh edges. Next, I'm going to go in with the lid color, which is this bottom brown shade right here. And I'm going to take that on that same E35 brush from Sigma. And I'm just going to start working this into the crease first. Go back a few times with this. I'm liking this palette so far. The only thing that I'm not too fond of is the fallout. Like, there's so much fallout, oh my god. And I'm going to go back in with the first two shades just kind of mixed together. And then I'm just going to work that just over. I'm going to start packing on the lid color. So I'm going to take this Crown Brushes, it's kind of like a flat concealer brush. And I'm just going to start packing this on the lid. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm almost positive that this isn't going to be the very darkest color in this tutorial, because I think I want to go a little bit darker. Once again, you already know, go back into the first two shades that we used and just work along the outer edges and make sure that everything is blended. I'm going to go into this deep dark cool tone brown in the very outer corner. It's like almost borderline black really, but it's really, really dark and cool toned. I'm going to start working that along the crease area, and then you really just want to go back and forth with the darker colors and just make it so that it's as dark as you want it to be. You could have stopped one color ago, you could have stopped 2 colors ago, it doesn't really matter. Just to your desired darkness, and then just make sure that all of the colors blend in seamlessly to one another. Next, I'm going to go in with my Inglot liner in number 97, and this is a nice copper shade. It's like completely waterproof. It's so opaque. It's insane. So I'm just lining this on the upper lash line, and I'm creating a pretty big wing with it. So I'm just going to do this and I'll let you guys watch. And yeah. Now that this is on, kind of looks crazy without the lower lash line done yet, but I'm going to start shading in my lower lash line. So I'm going to take that darker brown shade, start taking my Sigma Blending E25 brush, and I'm going to start defining the lower lash line with it. Next, I'm going to go in with a shorter and more dense shadow brush. This one is one that I've had for a while, and I'm going to go in with that darkest shade that we used all over the lid, and I'm just going to go right up against the lash line, just so that there's a little bit of dimension in there. I don't want this to be too dark, but you already know we have brown eyeshadow everywhere. That's all I'm going to do for the eyeshadow for now, and I'm just going to coat my lashes with some mascara. I'm going to put on my false eyelashes, and I'm going to take my Velour Bare Naked eyelashes from the see-through collection. The thing about this pair of eyelashes is that the band is completely see-through, so you'll really be able to see the liner that's under it. This is what the eyes look like with the eyelashes on. They are so fluffy and wispy and long, and I love them. So now we're going to start working on the face, and I'm going to take my Inglot bronzer in number 72 with my Crown, do a fiber brush, and I'm just going to start warming up my complexion because I'm so pale. So fucking pale. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Now that the bronzer's on, I'm gonna take my Anastasia Glow Kit in that glow, and I'm gonna take the shade Golden Bronze just to bronze up a little bit more. And lastly, I'm gonna go into my Kathleen Lights and Makeup Geek palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Nightlight, which is the lightest shade in the palette, on this highlighting brush. And then finally, for the lips, I'm going to take my Too Faced Melted Matte lipstick in the shade Cool Girl. That's a lot. No, I'm not. And then I started putting on this lipstick, but I don't like it. So I'm going to take my Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Desert Suede. That, guys, is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And let me know what videos you want to see from me next. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you in my next one.